Hey, everybody, and welcome to Brews with Brian, a craft beer review podcast, now on the Loaded Sports Network. We've been gone for a while, but we're back, guys. If you remember the show, great. If you don't, we're a craft beer review podcast. Each week, I'm going to review a craft beer. Craft beer is different than these big box corporate beers that we all know and we all drink, just to be honest with you. Craft beer is made with patience and time, and the people that make this stuff actually care about the product they're giving to us or selling to us. But to start off episode one, we're going to talk about Space Dust. All honesty, one of my favorite beers of all time. Space Dust is an IPA, about 8% ABV from the Elysian Brewing Company out of Seattle, Washington. The label alone sold me because I worked in a grocery store and I just happened to see it. So I thought I would try it. And popping the top and pouring this thing into a glass, I could tell this was going to be something special. It pours a stunning, beautiful copper color with a perfect amount of fluffy white head, loads of lacing on the glass with bubbles rising from the bottom. It's honestly one of the best looking beers I've ever seen. And if you look on this next slide, you can tell what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful beer, but as soon as you pour this thing, the first thing that hits you is the aroma of grapefruit, pine resin, and a dark fruit. As with all IPAs, you can expect pine in the smell. It's just going to be from the hops. And being an IPA, it's going to be a really hoppy beer. The best part of this beer is the taste, which is, what I go for in beers. I assume that's what most beer drinkers go for. And from the first sip, you get the familiar bitterness that you get with an IPA. Anything real hoppy is going to be bitter. And this beer is definitely that. But you also get like a pine forest feeling. It's almost like drinking a pine tree. But to me, it's fantastic. It's really surprising because like you get not only do you get the pine, you get dark fruit, orange, citrus, and then the hops hit you, and it's just fantastic. And the overall mouthfeel of Space Dust is oily, but it's balanced. Overall, this beer is incredible. Again, weighing in at 8.2% ABV. It can knock you down if you drink the whole six pack. As with most craft beers, it's a sipping beer. You don't want to be chugging this thing at some kind of college frat party. That's not what this beer is made for. This beer is made to enjoy. And when I think of enjoying a beer, I think of sports. And with this light, hoppy beer, I want a springtime, summertime sport. Give me some baseball, give me some spring league football that we talk about each week here on the Loaded Sports Network. This beer would be perfect for that. Space Dust is available year long, so you can find it anywhere. Go to your local craft beer shop. If you don't have one, I encourage you to find one. I've got one here close to me. Southern Package is my number one craft beer shop I go to. They always have Space Dust. Even around here, most grocery stores have Space Dust. But guys, let's go to our special guest. He's one of my best friends. We call him Bill. As you can see, Bill here in this picture pouring a beer into the Brews with Brian mug. And, Bill's a great guy. He's a character. We'll be talking more about him later on, I'm sure. But Bill, he even approves of this beer. So each week we'll check in with Bill and see what he thinks about the beer. But guys, it's gonna wrap us up for Brews with Brian, episode 1 here on the Loaded Sports Network. As with everything, drink responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. Be adults. It's not that hard to do. Thank you for checking out the relaunch of Brews with Brian. And stop back in at Brews with Brian, where knowledge is always on tap.